Hi crafters, Amy here with Amy Swears, and I have a quick and simple birthday card to share with you today. Just showing you some of the products that I'm going to be using. This is one set of simple strips that I have from Tailored Expressions, but I have several. I also have a fun embossing folder from Tailored Expressions. It's called Streamers. Just busting this out, first time using it. Here I'm showing you my book of stamped and colored critters. This is kind of part of my batching process. If you want to learn more about this folder and some tips and tricks, I'll link a prior video up in the top right corner for you to check out. I decided to go with this cute little birthday bear. This is a stamp set from Brutus, Monroe. And I'm cutting out some lightweight, light gray colored cardstock with some rectangle dies from My Favorite Things. They're called wonky stitched dies. They're definitely one of my go-tos in my crafty stash, but they put that fun little stitched edge, and I opted to do that before the embossing because I didn't want to mush my embossing down by running it through the die cutting machine first. So if you're going to die cut and you're going to emboss, do your die cutting first and then emboss so you don't lose all that fabulous detail. But anyway, I thought this would be a fun, nice, subtle backdrop for my little bear. This is definitely a clean and simple sort of card. So I'm just using some adhesive and I'm just attaching that embossed card panel to an A2 size card base of 110 pound cardstock. And then I'm just figuring out where I'm going to put that cute little bear and what sentiment I'm going to use. Now there's several of these simple strips, stamps that you can get. This happens to be a birthday themed one. And I opted to do Feliz Cumpleaños. My daughter is 11, but she is fluent in Spanish because she's in a Spanish immersion school. So it'll be nice to have cards like this for her little friends or possibly her teachers. She makes cards herself for all of her friends, but I usually give them handmade cards as well. So I was pleased. I'm always pleased when I see Spanish sentiments in the mix. So just gonna use one of these little Doris foam strips to kind of put on the back of that little sentiment strip. And I have some foam pieces behind the bear as well, just to pop it up for some additional dimension. Using my T-square here to make sure it's nice and straight. I do kind of end up holding it up on its side and using the front of it to make sure it's straight, just because I might not have the foam strip on the back straight, and if the ruler kind of gets up underneath the sentiment strip, then I might still be putting it on there cockeyed. So that's just something to consider, a little tip there. And I start to put the bear down and I realize I've shifted the composition from where I've wanted it. So I end up pulling the bear back up and pulling the sentiment strip back up, and I do end up tearing the paper a little bit, but no worries. I know I'm going to put some blingage down, so we'll cover our mistakes. So I move that down and then attach the bear, and then I get out just some little cute sequins and whatnot and put a little smattering of those. I do odd numbers, usually 3 or 5, sometimes 7 or 9, but the odd numbers just are more visually appealing in my opinion, and just from a design perspective. So I'm just going to kind of lay a little smattering of those down in pink and yellow just because they match the little cupcake that the little bear is holding. Use some liquid glue and my jewel picker to kind of put those in place. And then that's going to finish my card. Pretty simple, not much to it, but I'm a clean and simple kind of gal. So anyway, these Tailored Expressions products are some of my favorite in my crafty stash. I will link all the products that I used in the video details below, so if you expand that and scroll down, you'll find that information. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed my card. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And also leave a comment. I love those. I read them all. Oh, and I'm putting a little bit of extra shimmer on his little hat and on the frosting with some Wink of Stella. So there you have it, a clean and simple birthday card. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time.